Wonderful Wizard of Oz Part 2. Where we last left off, Dorothy had just met the Tin Woodman, heard his whole story, and added him to the squad. So of course now it is time to meet the Cowardly Lion. This initial encounter happens about the same as it does in the movie. The Cowardly Lion sort of attacks the Scarecrow and Tin Woodman, and then Dorothy yells at him and scares him, and that gets him to back down. So of course he decides, I would really like some courage, and he joins their squad as well. There's also a really sweet encounter at the end of this chapter where the Tin Woodman accidentally steps on a bug and cries because he's so sad that he took a life by mistake, which of course proves that he had a heart all along. And then because of the tears, his face rusts and he can't open his mouth, and no one can figure out what's wrong except the Scarecrow, who realizes what's happening, finds the oil can, and gets his face working again, which of course proves that he has brains. Then we have an encounter with these weird creatures. They're called like Calibas or something like that, but basically they're sort of part tiger, part bear, hence lions and tigers and bears, oh my. They keep on moving, and the lion proves that he in fact has courage after all, because he is able to spook them and scare them off. The poppy field is after that. I really love this title page. It's interesting, she goes through all of these yellow flowers, but then when they get to the poppies, they are described as red, even though this picture is yellow. But they keep on moving. There is a whole debacle where they are going on a raft through here. The lion proves that he's courageous again by pulling them out of the rapids, and then they enlist a stork to help save the Scarecrow from a pole in the middle of the river. I feel like in the movie they all fall asleep, but in the book they really repeatedly emphasize how these two are not human and don't have human needs. So they don't need to eat. Whenever everyone else is sleeping, they just kind of stand around, and then they are immune to the poppies. So they are the ones who are able to kind of put their heads together, carry Dorothy out, and then the Tin Woodman sees the Queen of the Field Mice being attacked by a wildcat, cuts the wildcat's head off, and I guess he has no regrets about taking that life. So in gratitude, the Queen of the Field Mice enlists all of her mouse friends to drag the lion out of the poppy field on this little truck thing. Finally, they make their way to the Emerald City, encounter the Guardian of the Gate, and it's finally almost time to meet the wizard. But before they can go in, they have to put on the green-colored glasses. Let me get to the end of this chapter here. So it talks about how the wizard requires that they wear these green glasses all the time. They are literally locked onto their head with these gold bars that go around the side. I think, I don't know this for sure, I didn't look this part up, but what it makes me think is, politicians might have the best intentions, but once they get to Washington, aka the Emerald City, they have their interests clouded by money, by greed. And the glasses and all of the opulence of the Emerald City, that also is the wizard's way of tricking everyone into thinking that he's powerful, that he is a good ruler, and that everyone is better off in his hands. And that's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow.